guys, Windshear1 bringing you high-definition video recording Battlefield 3 multiplayer gameplay on the PlayStation 3. Add me if you want to play with me. I'm looking for good players. My PlayStation account name is Windshear1, not one Windshear. It's the other way around. Alright guys, I want to show you what the sharp end of the spear looks like from the gunner position on the Viper, the helicopter. The most deadly position in the game, if you ask me. Especially, I want to show you what the helicopter can do in the hands of a good pilot and a good gunner like myself. I love the gunner position. And this short clip here in the beginning was this me paired up with some noob chopper pilot, didn't know what he's doing, we get shot down. But now here we are with the master himself, and we get a 13 kill streak here, or at least I do. And just from the gunner position, I want to show you again how the helicopter alone is the most important vehicle in the game, and how it can single-handedly basically turn the tide around of the entire match, because we were getting our butt handed to us in this match earlier, for most of the game until we got in this chopper, but we just held it down and just destroyed the team. And the gunner's by far my favorite thing about Battlefield 3. I just have so much fun in the gunner position, especially when I know I can just relax knowing that the pilot knows what he's doing, and I can just unleash hell on the whole team. And I mean, I really do. I mean, I'm running the three attachments I'm running in the gunner seat here are the autoloader reload for the faster reload, and then the thermal vision, which you're seeing here. And the third thing is the last attachment you can unlock as a helicopter is the guided TV missile, which is pretty hard to use. It's kind of like, the best way I can describe it's like the Predator missile in Call of Duty, where you basically have a fixed mount on the chopper, you shoot this guided missile, and then you're controlling it from the vantage point of the missile. Pretty hard to use, but it's a very effective weapon if you can get it close to the target you're trying to shoot, which I'll kind of demonstrate later in the match. You get a piece of whatever you're shooting at, and then you can pretty much finish it off with the chain gun. But again, your priority as a chopper pilot, anytime you're up in the chopper, is the first thing is to take out enemy helicopters, because that's your greatest threat besides the Stinger missiles on the ground, which you can eliminate from the gunner position if you know what you're doing. Don't worry about the jets like I mentioned before, because if you're flying the helicopter the way you should, they shouldn't be a factor for you, because if you're down low and in the thick of the battle, jets can't get low with you, and they can't do much. As you can see here, I'm starting to really, there's a guided missile right there. I'm really starting to turn the tide here. I'm getting lots of kills now, and it doesn't matter if it's a tank or infantry. The first thing I always do is take out infantry anytime I can, because more likely infantry is going to have a Stinger missile if you're an engineer class, and they're going to try to shoot you down. And that happens several times here in the match, but you'll see I'll quickly identify infantry, I'll take them out, and then that missile threat is eliminated instantly. Here in this point in the match, we're pretty much losing, so we got to get some positions taken, or else we're going to lose it. So even in the chopper, you can secure positions, which is what we do here. We just land on Alpha, take it real quick, and then we move on. As a gunner, again, that's the most important position in the helicopter. It's again, the sharp end of the spear is what gets the job done. The helicopter's useless without, you know, a guy that can shoot something. Yeah, the pilot can shoot rockets, but, you know, in all honesty, it takes a lot of rockets to take out a helicopter, and it usually takes about 2 passes. Whereas in the gunner position, I can do about the same as well. So if you have a good pilot with a good gunner, it's unstoppable. I mean, that is your biggest threat if you're on the other side of a team. I mean, you got to work collectively to eliminate the helicopter. By far, the game-changing vehicle in the game. So now we've taken A, we've taken C there, and at this point we're gonna push up to their spawn area, and just, you know, this is probably a gutsy movement, but since we're so comfortable here, we know what we're doing. We're gonna go on and do it. You can see here, I always spot vehicles anytime I can. I spot infantry. I always spot everything I can, so at least that keeps my pilot in the loop of what I'm looking at, and he can, you know, orient the helicopter in that direction for me to, you know, attack that threat. Look how quickly I made. I got a little bit of piece of him with that guided missile, and then I finished him off in one pass with the Gatling gun. Here we're getting Stingers launched at us, and pick them up quick and take out those guys. Again, just unstoppable. If the gunner knows what he's doing, the helicopter's going to survive a lot longer than, you know, without a gunner. You always want a gunner in the seat when you can when you're flying around the chopper, because again, greatly increases your survivability and your lethal effectiveness as a team player. Look at this. Over here, their spawn taking out their jets. I mean, I get a guided missile here, a shootout here towards 3 guys here, trying to take them out. Probably got a piece of them, I imagine, there, because come back around, I take out all 3 of these guys that they're shooting stingers at us. I mean, they're pissed. I mean, this is what they need to do, but they still can't. They still fail to take us down. I mean, it's just amazing to me. Spot them here, 2 more. Gone. Yes, sir. Now, you want to be careful here, because eventually they're going to get in this Gatling gun here, this anti-air Gatling gun, and start shooting at us. But again, we know what we're doing, so the moment we see that come up, we're going to bail the hell out of here and see it. Now that they have, we're getting out. And we're going to use the terrain here as cover, and we'll retreat, and we'll just wait for them to come out. You know, that's basically what you do. This is why you got to have a good jet pilot. I guess this is the whole reason for the jets. I mean, jets are hard pressed to take out a good helicopter crew, but I mean, they can do it if they know what they're doing. So if you get a good jet pilot, they can come take you out, and this is why you got to do. You got to take out the helicopter. But whatever you do, that's your #1 priority. Anytime, any point in the game, you see helicopter come up, that should be priority #1 every time, because this is why. Again, I get a 13 kill streak here, and I end up going in the match #1 in the match for all the teams, 24-5. Look at that jet trying to suicide into us. I hate that. 24-5, just as a gunner alone. I mean, I don't even have to work for it. You know, basically, I'm just here. Look at this God's eye view. Just anything I see, you get it close. This Gatling gun is so effective in this thing. I don't think there was ever a time I went by an enemy I didn't see, and I didn't kill him. You know, I don't have to see him for that long. I just get a few shells on him, and he's gone. Because now, after the patch, they've increased the effectiveness of the Gatling gun and the missiles. And I think it's much more deadly. I certainly see that firsthand, how quickly you take out infantry. Now, it used to take a lot of shells, which it shouldn't. I mean, you're shooting a Gatling gun, for God's sakes. That should kill an infantryman instantly. One-shot kill, basically, you know. But it's not quite that deadly, but pretty close. So finally here, we got shot down. That was the end of the 13 kill streak. We pretty much turned the tide of the match single-handedly in that one spurt in our team's favor. So now it's just, you know, kind of cleaning up the mess. Come back around for, you know, round 2 here, basically. I don't know how the Jeeps survived that. Again, that's another thing they said they decreased effectiveness against was Jeeps, but I really haven't seen that. It's still pretty hard to take out Jeeps. Again, if you don't have flares unlocked, don't get in the chopper, because you're not going to survive but 10 seconds. You got to have flares unlocked. I'd like to have it in the gunner seat, but I need to have the thermal vision and everything else I have currently. So, fortunately, I got to rely on my pilot to have the flares, but somebody's got to have them. Again, here, taking out the threats, taking out the choppers, and this Gatling gun's got a hell of a range. First, I go to the infantryman, then I go back to the chopper, finish it off. It's got a very effective range, so, you know, lead the target and burst fire it if you need to, and then quickly reload and just keep the pressure on the enemy. See, I see this guy right here. I know he's lasing us with the surface-to-air missiles. I think that's the one guy that got away from me, and I think our teammates here finally finished him off, but just couldn't get an angle on him. But we were trying to get away from his second shot. Basically, takes 2 shots with the Stinger. Obviously, once the first set of flares dispatch that. Other things I want to mention about the gunner position. Always spot anytime you can. I think I mentioned that earlier. Just whenever you're flying around, you should constantly be hitting the select button. And see, I'm spotting these guys just so it gives everybody on my team, you know, that coordinated effort to take out what I'm looking at, because I'm assessing threats too. And when I pick out those guys with those stingers, it's imperative the whole team takes them out as quickly as possible. As they're between B and C there, I just took out both those guys. Chopper comes up again. You know, just classic example of what the other team shouldn't be doing. I mean, I don't know why they're in that chopper, but they should be coming straight for us, you know. Look at that. That guy's trying to take us out, surface-to-air missile, pick him up instantly with the thermal optics, and that's all it takes. You know, right here is trying to repair the helicopter. Unfortunately, he fell down before I could get to him in time, and that was kind of aggravating. But priority again is to take the position. So we got out here. I basically take this position, and then you know, you can always kill yourself to go spawn camp the helicopter. That's fine if you know. You know, hopefully the rest of your team's not doing that, because it's always a competition getting the helicopter. But you know, in this case where my teammate and I are doing as good as we are, we need to be in that helicopter. So you got to take one for the team here and get over there as quick as you can. So we get back in it for one last time here, and just unleash a little more mayhem before we go, and just really just demoralize this team. I mean, they just didn't have a chance. You know, I think they finally got a decent chopper pilot here, because he seemed a little more aggressive than the other guys were. But again, he didn't last very long either. He's just down instantly. You know, it's just, they don't have a chance. You know, see this guy here come bailing out. He ain't gonna last either. Just love this game. I mean, look at the graphics. It's just so much fun. So much you can do. Again, Modern Warfare 3, I'm just so disappointed with it. I don't even want to play it. Like I've said before, this game is just so much more fun. It has so much more to offer, and the expansion pack comes out tomorrow, and I can't wait to get into that. I guess now we got, you know, VSTOL aircraft, which are basically, you know, Joint Strike aircraft that are capable of hovering and flying like a jet. So basically, helicopter jet 1. Wow, that's going to change the dynamics of the multiplayer. We'll see how that goes. They're adding 10 more weapons to the pack. I mean, that's going to be great. I mean, all I ever got with Call of Duty map packs was, you know, $15 for 4 maps, and that's all you got. You know, you got nothing out of it. So now we're adding vehicles, we're adding weapons. Can't wait to play it. You know, it's got a lot more to the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm going to have some more videos to come now, especially with the map packs coming out. I'll have coverage on that, strategies and tips. And thanks for watching, guys.